The Insider's Guide to Healthy Hawaii. Growing Your Own Groceries. You'd think finding fresh produce in a tropical island paradise would be cheap and easy. But with the majority of Hawaii's produce being shipped in, groceries can often be expensive and poor quality. Luckily, our perennially warm weather lends itself to ideal growing conditions for a delectable cornucopia in your own backyard. Starting your own garden doesn't have to take a ton of time, space, and energy. Even a small lanai or windowsill can generate usable greens to add flavor and nutrients to your meal. We spoke with caretaker Luigi, Gigi, Kakio from Wa, Aina o Makaha and Aina in School's program coordinator Joe Watt from the Kukua Hawaii Foundation to learn some tips about how to start your own home garden. Cast a wide net to start. Within Hawaii, it can feel like there's different microclimate every 3 feet. Hawaii Island alone has desert, rainforest and snowy peaks that all host vastly different growing conditions. Each island's unique ahapua'a may foster different plants based on rainfall, sunlight and soil. To account for that, Watt recommends this to new gardeners. Experiment, talk to other people in your community, find out what works for you. Watt goes on to explain that what grows in one area of the island might not fare well even a few miles away due to different growing conditions. New gardeners should experiment by trying lots of different plants to see what grows best in their area. To get a sense of what might work in your own yard, you can talk to neighbors with gardens and try the same plants. Visit a local farmer's market and talk to growers about what plants have or have not worked well for them. It's also a good idea to try to grow plants that tend to do well in hot climates. Instead of growing lettuce, you might try and grow bok choy, or you might want to try something that's a little more heat tolerant, explains Watt. Some plants that tend to do well in Hawaii include chard, kale, eggplant, tomatoes, cherry tomatoes, basil, tatsoi, sweet potato, pumpkins, kabocha. Anyone can grow food. Many people have tried and failed to grow a plant. Don't let that discourage you from trying again. Kakio has this to say to people who claim to be incapable of gardening: I really don't believe that. Because to me, taking care of a plant is really taking care of ourselves and other people. To that end, Kakio hosts free container garden workshops at Wa Aina o Makaha to teach people how to start their own home gardens. Participants are given containers, soil and either seeds or seedlings to get started. Over the course of 3 seminars, they learn general gardening strategies, how to fertilize plants and make organic pesticides, and ways to incorporate the food grown into healthy recipes. If heading out to Waianae for 3 health benefits of gardening. Aside from the bounty of fresh food a garden can grow, the act of gardening can also be beneficial to your health. Gardening is a light form of exercise that is suitable for most ability levels. It can also be meditative, and many get a mood boost from the activity. Being outdoors can also increase your vitamin D levels, which may have positive health benefits. While outside gardening, protect your skin with sunscreen and light layers. Practical tips to get started. Aside from workshops and volunteering, here are some things to keep in mind when starting your own garden. Always water plants, even if it rains. If it rains on me, I still like to drink water, says Watt. I still think it's important that the plants are afforded that also. It's okay to repurpose buckets, tubs or even old drawers to use as planters. Just be sure they have proper drainage and use a light layer of gravel at the bottom so the soil doesn't wash out when watering plants. If you use compost with potted plants, mix compost with potting soil for best results. Check seed packets for root depth. If you aren't planting in the ground, this will help you to determine the size of the pot or container you'll need. It's possible to grow several plants that have different root depths in the same container. Thoroughly wash all garden produce before consumption, especially if you have slugs or snails in your yard. Snails may carry rat lungworm disease and can spread the parasite to your plants, although that is very rare. Cooking or freezing produce will kill the parasite, while washing plants under running water will remove parasites from raw veggies. If you love this video, Please like and subscribe to my channel and click the bell icon to get new video updates.